Cool.
Ready when you two are?
Okay, ready.
Are you going to be in it, or are you just...
Whatever he does with the camera.
No,
Yeah.
we'll film you. You're in part in it, alright.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, can you just like introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Laurence Rene from My Passion, here in Leeds Cockpit.
Okay, how do you think the tour's going so far?
So far the tour's been really wicked, really cool. It's like still quite small venues, but it's you know, a lot of them are selling out, so you got that kind of intense, crazy atmosphere going on. So that makes for a great show. It's quite intimate, and you're quite connected with the fans still. So they're quite often up against the stage, right in your face. So there's a lot of interaction, and people seem to be having a great time. You know, we're playing a lot of new songs. Kind of testing them out, ready for the next album, and they're going down a storm, so it's a good sign of things to come.
What are you expecting from the show tonight?
Leeds is always a bit wicked. Last time we were here, I can't remember, we've done the second room before, but we've done the Kerrang tour here as well, which is a big show, and we came in the summer and did Slambunk Festival. So we've made a lot of friends, a lot of fans in Leeds over the last couple of years. And tonight I think is close to selling out, so I think it's going to be really wicked as well, really good. So it's always one of our favourite places to come.
Which show are you looking forward to playing most on the tour?
It's hard to say really, because the whole thing has been really great, and every night's been really good. You know, we went over to Ireland and had a great time over there, and a lot of people have seen us for the first time. Playing new cities and stuff, and they've all been really amazing. We got Newcastle tomorrow, which is going to be quite mental, I think, because Newcastle, they're another breed of people. they don't mind going insane, and also like London, because that's Halloween, and Halloween's going to be kind of a special event, and it's also like going home as well, so it's ending on a home show almost, so that's going to be pretty special as well.
How's the release date been set for your album yet?
It was supposed to be out now, but we couldn't get it out and released properly. So yeah, it's going to be early next year. We haven't got an actual specific date, so it's going to, you know, we just ask like fans to be patient and realise we're doing it for the right reasons, and we're not just rushing the album out because we've created this wicked album. We want people to be able to hear it for it to be marketed right, and you know, it'll be worth the wait, we promise everyone.
How do you think you've progressed from your old album into Copper Flesh Party now?
It's quite a big jump, because it's been all that time. The first album, I guess, was kind of a collection of those songs we created in the early days. So it was like a collection of the first 3 years, I guess. So some of those songs are really old now, and we've done a lot of growing up since then. And you know, musically we've progressed. But it still keeps that sound that we created in the first album. It's kind of the electronic side mixed with like a hard rock kind of metal sound as well. Big guitar riffs, but also lots of hooks, lots of melodies. You know, lots of stuff to key into, and quite a varied sound as well. So lots of different influences in there and everything. But the new one just takes all that and it brings it a lot further, and it's more grown up without being boring. It's still
like
like
bands have expanded over since the new album.
Yeah, your first album's always like that, because it's obviously your first one. You learn a lot by going out and playing and touring and everything, so it kind of develops from quite a long way between your first and second album. It should do anyway, if you're working at what you do and you're working hard and everything. So.
What can your fans expect from the show tonight?
There's some blinding lights up there. We've got a new light show. We've got Jonathan's coming on, moved from drums onto synths. He's doing vocals and he's doing loads of guitar as well. So it's that's another complete new side to what we've got up there. So that there's actually someone physically playing the synth tracks, and we've got Jamie Nichols, our new drummer, who's coming in to beat the hell out of the drums, and that's the one thing he's got to do. So that kind of makes the drum part even more exciting to watch as well, and you get to see Jonathan up there enjoying himself with us as well. So yeah, it's just kind of expanded, and we're always working each tour. We're doing something new and expanding on what we've done previously. So hopefully fans will notice it just getting better and better, and the sound getting bigger, and us improving as musicians and as performers as well.
Did you ever think you'd be as successful and popular as you are today when you started out?
We've always known we've had something different and special and unique, and you never really know how far that will take you, but all you can do is create what you think is great and what you love to do, and hopefully that will, you know, take you to, you know, say you reach a level where you can be a professional musician, and from there you just got to work really hard at what you do, and that's what we're doing at the moment. And our sights are set on, you know, far bigger stages, and you've got to have that kind of vision and the ambition to get there, and that drive for success. But it's not success for, you know, just for the sake of being successful. It's being successful at what you love doing. So it's more of a real thing rather than saying we're going to be this specific thing and this is going to be a hit. You know, it's just, obviously you want to create that, but as long as it fits with all the things that you enjoy and you believe in, I guess. Yeah.
You played Slam this year. Do you think you would play in there again next year, maybe on a bigger stage?
Hopefully, if we're invited, yeah. I think we headlined like one of the smaller stages this year. It was kind of cool because it was like the alternative stage, and it was like quite a mixture of different bands. There was quite a lot of heavy bands on there this year. We weren't quite sure how it would work out for us, but we were really happy in the end. You know, we were really happy with the response and everything, and it's our first year, so it's kind of nice to be accepted into the.
Most bands do get like invited back. Like,
yeah,
they actually play 3 times in a row. Right?
Yeah,
they get bigger and bigger every time they play.
Yeah, because word spreads and stuff, and you get known within. Because Slam Dunk's got its own little world going on, isn't it? So it's nice to be accepted into that this year, and I think, you know, as long as they'll have us back, which I'm sure they will, we'd love to keep coming back and do more in the future with them.
If you could play any festival, which one would it be?
For me, I don't know. I like sort of Rock im Park and Rock am Ring in Germany. They look massive. They look really exciting to play. So we'd love to get out to Germany and out to the rest of Europe and do some big festivals out there. But UK wise, I'd like to do Reading and Leeds, because that's just like Reading's down near London, and that's where I used to go as a kid. You know, we've done Download, which was amazing, and we might possibly do Sonisphere next year. You know, maybe mix it up, see what happens. We don't know at the moment, but Reading and Leeds is definitely one I'd love to do. You know, just because it's that thing from when I was a kid. You know, when you used to go and then to be playing on
popular festivals.
Yeah, it's a bit more mainstream, I guess, but it's got that mixture.
It's introduced though more non-mainstream bands.
Yeah, yeah, it's sort of that crossover festival.
Yeah. Who do you think's helped you the most in your careers?
Well, like a person, or like
anyone that's helped you get out there more?
There's no one really. No one's really helped us. We always believe you got to help yourself. So it's not about waiting for someone else to help you. It's about using the resources to do the best, you know, the best for your music and the best for your band, and not sitting around and waiting for the golden ticket and that, because it just doesn't really happen. You've got to get off your arse and get out and work there. So I think, you know, you have there is like a bit of luck and that, but you do make your own luck to some extent. You've got to be out there putting yourselves in those positions for those opportunities to come to you. So yeah, you've got to go out and get it yourself. So us and the people around us in our like close family, you know, my dad who is involved with the songwriting, our crew, you know, our manager and stuff. It's like a little family, and we all work together, and we've kind of all helped each other get to where we are now, and that's a great position to be in. And there's no real outsiders involved in it. You know, there's no man in a record office sort of pulling all the strings. So it's kind of cool.
What do you aim to achieve next year as a band, minus the album release?
As I said, I'd like to get out to Europe a bit more, because we've been out there, but we're still sort of like starting again out there. So although things are starting to build really nicely in the UK for us, we need to get out to Europe and get to some big crowds, you know, and try and conquer it.
Starting to tour Europe now as well.
Yeah, you've got to think of the bigger picture. The UK is only a tiny slice of the world, you know. And we got to go to Japan this year, so it'd be lovely to go back again and build on that. So that was amazing. you know, and there's places like America and Australia, but I'm not sure, you know, when they'll happen for us. But you know, we want to go and visit all those places. So I think next year will be quite important to pushing us to the next level, hopefully. So.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened on this tour to you?
Embarrassing. Me and Jamie got drunk the other night, and everyone went back to a hotel that we thought was 2 miles away in Bristol, and we stayed out clubbing. And the hotel wasn't 2 miles away; it was like 18 miles, and we had to walk it. So that was pretty. It was pretty severe. We were drunk men walking through Bristol. It took us all night to walk back to a travel lodge. It wasn't really embarrassing as such. We felt like heroes, you know. We feel like legends now. We've done Iron Men, just, you know, walked half a marathon or whatever it is. So yeah, that was something we've done and achieved in our lives. So yeah, we're better for it now.
We've got like a rapid fire round just to end it off with.
Okay, cool.
Like one question: which answer you prefer the most?
Yeah.
Tour shows or festivals?
There's nothing like your own tour, so it's kind of more special to you.
Corporate flesh party or inside this machine?
Inside this machine, it's the future.
Tattoos or piercings?
Half and half.
Kerrang or skills?
Kerrang.
Download or Sonisphere?
Download because we played it before.
Kerrang tour or Sandunk?
Kerrang tour.
That's it. Thanks
Cool.
very much.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, man.